In this lesson, we will look at shooting in natural light. This is by far my favourite light and what is realistically always available to us, so it really is worth learning how to work with the light and what constitutes good light. Understanding the light is the best way to give your work that consistent quality and appearance that we are aiming for. Great light can absolutely make a photo, and if you can work out how to find that perfect light, you can create magical photos with very little subject matter. It's very hard to take a bad photo in amazing light, and the light can certainly do a lot of the work for you. The downside to natural light is inconsistency. You can never really be sure what you're going to get, and there may be some shots which just won't work. But natural light also has the capacity to provide some real magic if you know how to find it. The most magical light is found at golden hour, at the beginning or end of the day when the sun is lower in the sky. That directional light is also great for portraits. The sun is strongest when it's highest in the sky. This is what we call harsh light, and it creates deep shadows and strong contrasts. For me, the best light for photography is soft light, which is light that is filtered somehow. So anything that can filter strong sunshine is your friend. Clouds are great natural filters, and I often hang around for a little fluffy cloud to pass. The difference it makes to your shot is incredible. The contrasts are softer and the colours are truer. Get yourself in position though and be ready, as it can be momentary. This is a really beautiful shot, but as you can see, the light is quite inconsistent. We've got this really strong foreground highlight which falls into bright sunshine, and the sunshine is also actually catching the top of the buildings on the right-hand side. So what happens is the iPhone meters the light for the whole scene, which means that the main part of the image falls into quite deep shadow. If this happens, don't be afraid to take control of the exposure. If you tap on the area that you want exposed, you can see it brightened it up a little bit, but I'm actually going to swipe up on the exposure and brighten it a little bit more. Let's take that and see what happens. So as we can see, the iPhone has actually brought back the sky and recovered those highlights, but this shadow still looks quite strong, and we've got quite a big difference there between the bright area and the dark. So I'm actually going to take a few steps back and see how it looks from further away. So now that we've moved further back, we've got this area in the foreground that's in shadow as well. It actually helps the phone to expose correctly for everything that's going on, and we lose that really strong highlight that we had before in the foreground. So I'm going to take control of the exposure like I did before and just tap there and swipe up a little bit. Because as we know, we'll still get those highlights back in the sky. We've got great leading lines here which pull the eye right down to the end. So sometimes it's really worth moving around a little bit, not only to find better light, but a different composition. When you're shooting portraits, it's even more important to find flattering light. Strong light from above can leave really unpleasant shadows under the eyes and nose, which never looks good. Try cutting off the light from above by standing in the shade somehow, maybe under a tree or in a doorway, and that will create a softer, more directional light. As you can see here, I'm stood in the shade, so the light is soft, but it's also a little bit dull and lifeless. If I start to move towards the sunshine, then the reflected light from the buildings opposite me is going to cast more illumination on my face, and it's going to look much better. Once you have learnt how to use the best light and you understand the light, you can start to experiment with harsh light. Look for ways to incorporate interesting shadows into your photos, such as dappled light from foliage or shadows from street lights. You can capture some really interesting shots this way. So now you will hopefully feel more confident in tackling different lighting situations and making the most of the light available to you. This video was a free preview of the Instagram Academy course. In this course, we'll delve deep into everything you need to know about mastering Instagram. Whether you're just starting out on the platform or looking to elevate your game, You'll be equipped with the tools and knowledge to make your content truly stand out. I will guide you through building a compelling profile, crafting engaging captions, and of course, showcasing your unique style to attract your ideal audience. If you're keen to elevate your presence on Instagram and truly shine, please explore the full version of my Instagram Academy course. You'll find the link in the description right next to this video. Click on that link and I will see you inside the Instagram Academy.